mono white win forever. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sometimes mono white doesn't win, my dude. Sometimes it gets destroyed by angels. Yes. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, J Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight, we have a very special treat for you. Kind of a revisit, kind of a catch-up. You know, we're only about, 9 or 10 days till a new set drop at this point when this video is being recorded. So, not too much life to squeeze out of the meta yet. But I kind of want to revisit the classics. And I kind of wanted to run some blue with a touch of control. You know, I get accused I don't run enough control, right? Yeah, okay, maybe I do, maybe I don't. But I said angelic control. We have a few options here, and I think that this deck is gonna explode when we hit Capenna. So I kind of want to prime it here. So we're kind of gonna cock the hammer on this one and see how this one is just gonna absolutely blow up in the future, because we're gonna revisit this. This is gonna be a big one, guys. But first of all, let's take a look at what we got here. Before we do that, of course, I need you to do something for me. Do you know what that is? Tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button, or else, well, guys, the like and subscribe will come and brutally maul you if you don't. Just absolutely savage you. Oh yeah, he will just he'll just rip you up. He will just absolutely rip you up. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all the live streaming goodness. We would love to have you there. Every night, 11 p.m. Eastern time. Check out all the live stuff. Check out our Discord community for all the latest news and information. You can check out our new Capenna spoilers there. Deck help, all the information that you want. Love to have you on my Discord. This deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. So check out my AetherHub in case you want to copy this deck. And of course, for the next couple of weeks, we are happy to have HelloFresh as our sponsor. We are very, very happy to have HelloFresh here as our sponsor. What does that mean? That means if you look down in the pinned comments below, you will get 16 free delicious meals delivered to your home, and free shipping, and 3 free bonus surprises. I think they're desserts. On top of all that, I will personally send you some codes for some packs. So you're not going to get a better deal than that. It's about $100 worth of savings. Check that out in the pinned comment below. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. So what are we looking at? Ascendant Spirit. Now, not an angel outright, but it can become an angel. I did have a version of this deck where I only ran 3 of these. And that's fine. You can do that. But I think that the flexibility of the snow here and the ability to come out is going to be interesting. This is also a stealth party deck. Even though I'm not really fully utilizing the party mechanic, we are kind of stealth partying it. So that Spirit Warrior ability is kind of useful. It is kind of a sneaky card because it can slowly get bigger and bigger and bigger. Then it gets the 1/1 counters on it, and then it deals damage, and then it draws a card. Staggering Insight was a card that I loved that, you know, gave you 1/1, and whenever it dealt damage, it drew a card. Really cool. I think it was called Staggering Insight. Really cool card. So it kind of has that ability built in, but you need snow mana to activate it, so a little tricky when we're trying to get double lands off, but still not a bad early card. Fading Hope. I am going to try to run a little bit of control with this. Now, this is not a full lockout control deck. You know how I feel about those. Not a big fan. However, this is kind of an expensive deck. It kind of needs a high end, a mid, well, technically it's a mid-range, but I mean, in this game right now, that means expensive as all hell. If you're not running full-on aggro, you're expensive. So this is going to slow things down here. Slow the game down, and we get that scry ability. So let's just, everybody to pump the brakes on Fading Hope here. And that scry will help us get what we want. Youthful Valkyrie is a great early card to play as a 1/3, great early blocker that will get more and more powerful as we play more cards. Negate. Now you're going to say, Jay, why Negate? Why not anything? Well, honestly, this is your swing counterspell spot. Whatever kind of counterspell you want here, go for it, man. I don't really care. However you want to do, you want to put Jawara Disruption, you want to put Essence Capture, you want to put Anti-Cognition, you want to put Spell Pierce. I don't care, man. I like Negate because I want to get rid of those pesky board wipes and those pesky enchantment decks that are going down. So non-creature spell, enchantment creatures won't work, but those stupid runes will, and so will Hallowed Haunting. Well, you cancel that with Negate. It's cheap, it's effective, it's flexible, yeah. Now, Hallowed Respite is one that I think hasn't gotten a lot of love, but in an Angel deck, it is very useful. I did start out with 4 of these. You may want to put more in, because it's a useful card. Now, in an emergency, you can use it on your enemies to kind of get rid of somebody and knock them out and push them back, because they do get exiled, so they lose anything that's attached to them, especially if they've built up encounters or enchantments or something like that. They do get a 1/1 counter on them. It only works on non-legendary. However, there is a cool trick that you can do with Hallowed Respite that I like to do with Righteous Valkyrie. Now remember, this exiles, then returns to the battlefield under its control. This is also useful under its owner's control. If they take control of one of your creatures, that helps. Very rare circumstance, but it does help with that. Righteous Valkyrie, whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. Basically, this makes another angel come in with a 1/1 counter on it, and you'll double tap it. So if I have Righteous Valkyrie out, I play Youthful Valkyrie and Hallowed Respite it right away. That means I gain 3 life, it disappears, it comes back in, I gain 4 life. Boom, I just gained 7 life off of 4 mana, and I've got a 2/4, and all of a sudden Righteous Valkyrie just pushed out a bunch of things. So Hallowed Respite with Righteous Valkyrie is very useful, especially repeating cards in and out of the board again and again and again. After a big attack, if we don't have vigilance, this is a way of doing it. Again, you could swing in with everybody, and then Hallowed Respite, boom, it comes in untapped again, and it's more powerful, and you get the bonus of its. If you have Righteous Valkyrie out, you're going to gain that life back. So pretty tricky, pretty nice little trick there I like with Hallowed. And then Glasspool Mimic. Here's our Rogue here. This is another flexible card. Now, it can be a mana, it can just be a blue reflecting pool, or it can become a Glasspool Mimic and shapeshift into anything. Again, if you're going to want it as one of these big ones, these Righteous Valkyrie, these Valkyrie Harbingers or something like that, or a Linvala. Well, it's not a legendary, but bringing it as something else that is very powerful, and boom, there you have it. You can also bring it in with Hallowed Respite and bring it in as a copy of something else, because when it enters the battlefield, it is a copy of something else, so you can kind of modify it with Hallowed Respite too. Saw It Coming, I'd definitely recommend a Saw It Coming, because it's probably one of the better counterspells out there. Load it up for later, and it's a little bit cheaper. It's a good turn 2 load up to play later on to hit a turn 2 counterspell for anything. So if you want to put that in the swing spot, you can. We have 4 counterspell spots here. Now if you want to lower the amount of counters and play some removal, so if you just want to load down counters and just do destroys, you certainly could. I have no problem with that. I really just have bounce back encounters, so Fateful Absence or Disenchant or even Sanctify, you could put those in the sideboard. You could put 2 Fateful Absence, you could put 2 Sanctifies, or Invoke the Defines. Those are all fine. Or Disenchant. Any one of these that are kind of just gonna swing in and out or destroy something, that's fine too. I'm just leaning heavily into the counterspell control there. Linvala is the main lady here. At the beginning of combat on your turn, she is a 1 blue, 1 white, and 1 flying legendary angel wizard, so she counts as our wizard. 3/3 at the beginning of your combat on your turn. If you have a full party, choose a non-land permanent your opponent controls until your next turn. It can't attack, block, and its abilities can't be activated. So if you do end up getting the full party with, you have cleric, you have rogue, you have wizard, and then over here you have warrior. Somebody gets locked out until the end of the next turn. It can't attack or block. That can win you the game pretty quick if you do have that full ability. It's not necessary, but it is okay. The reason we have 3, and we could even do 4 of her. Why? We're rarely ever going to run into the rule of the legendary rule, because she is extremely useful for protection. Choose hexproof or indestructible creatures you control, gain that ability until the end of turn. I cannot express how important it is to have this 3-drop on the board If they're trying to run board wipes on you, to have Linvalas out and say, no, you don't get the board wipe, sacrifice it, you don't get the board wipe my stuff. And then next turn hit another one, guess what? You don't get the board wipe again, or we counterspell it. That's what I'm talking about, that kind of anti-control control. When they're trying to lock you out of the game, hit them with the counterspells, hit them with the full indestructibles, the full hexproofs, and that is extremely useful with Linvala there, Angel, Wizard. And of course we have Legion Angel for warriors. We of course have 2 more in our sideboard, because whenever it enters the battlefield, reveal a card named Legion Angel from outside and bring it in. And we're finishing off with the big boy right there, or big lady I should say, Valkyrie Harbinger. Angel Cleric, 2 white and 4 at the beginning of each end step. If you gain 4 more life, create a 4/4 Angel token with flying and vigilance. If you have her out and you have Linvala, the shield of the Seagate out, you're pretty much going to be wrecking things from that point on, especially with Righteous Valkyrie, because you're going to be generating so much life, you're going to be generating so many angels, you're going to be having +2/+2 to everybody, you're going to be countering everything that they throw at you. You're going to get to the point where you're just going to be turning into an angelic army machine. So yeah, only 2 of them because she is expensive. I did have some other clerics to reduce her price. Dawnbringer Cleric's not a bad idea to throw in there if you want to throw a Dawnbringer Cleric in it. He is useful. Sure, yeah, I'll throw him in there just for funsies. And the Aspirant is not that bad either. She is a little expensive as well, but she does help reduce that cost. She was in the original ones, but I feel like this build is probably the most convenient. 1 Emeria's Call, that gives you 4/4 Angel Warrior tokens, non-angel creatures you control gain indestructible. Just 1 of those just for fun. 2 Cave of the Frost Dragons, 7 Snow-Covered Plains, 9 Snow-Covered Mountains, 2 Glacial Floodplains, and 2 Hengegate Pathways. A little easier on the mana on you there. So because we want to hit those Ascendant Spirits, we want to have enough snow to be able to do that. However, you can adjust the mana up and down. Stignox is probably going to kill me looking at that mana, but I do want to have enough snow to hit those Ascendant Spirits. They are kind of our only early play to kind of get some action early on in the game. So that's kind of why I am leaning heavily on that snow. I usually don't have any too bad of mana issues with this one, aside from flooding and droughting. 23 creatures altogether, 15 angels, and of course we have Wizard, Warrior, Rogue, and Cleric. We do have a full party in them. A little heavier on the blue than the white, but the white does have some double color spells. So we kind of want to split the difference overall. A little bit more islands than plains, and remember that the mirror pools, the mirror rogue guys, the mirror shapeshifters, mirror-like shapeshifters, are actually lands on the other side, and the Emeria's Calls a land on the other side, so it really is about 27 lands altogether. 12 instants and 3 sorceries, so we are trying to throw around a lot of spells here. We are spell slinging a lot with this kind of control deck. 2.6 average, mid-range territory, although expensive for this current meta. That is kind of what we're looking like there. And that's what we have right there. 1, 2, 3 is really until we get the engine going. 4, and then of course 7 and 8. This one is kind of flexible to put anywhere. This is kind of a mana. So, you know, that's kind of what we need there. Valkyrie Harbinger is the late game one, but once you get it out and once you have things established, you kind of just want to lock out the board, control everything until you can get where you want to go. There's our sideboard if you want some removal and some other options. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. Just kind of playing around with this one, just kind of trying to take it easy before the new set, and just kind of trying to see and have a little bit of fun with it. Let's get into it, boys. I'm in my 30s, so I'm in my mid-30s, so I guess I'm at that point. Xylo Beast is how old are you again, Xylo Beast? Xylo Beast, I think, is probably about half my age. $20, oh my goodness. Absolute innocent. Good lord, 20. I don't even remember what being 20 is like. Good lord, that was a 1,000 years ago. Yikes. Age is just a number. Yeah, if you ask R. Kelly. That was Aaliyah's song, was it? It wasn't for me. That was fucking... Let's see. What the fuck was I doing at age 20? Good lord. I was fucking... hanging out on fucking YTMND and... doing fucking nonsense. Living in Detroit. Hanging out on the proto-internet. Playing Battlefield 2 and, Xylo Beast. 6 months, baby. Look at that. Look at that gold lotus right there, Xylo Beast. Well deserved. Well deserved, Xylo. And, of course, Xylo Beast has the VIP status. Anybody remember You're the Man Now, dog? I was so much into You're the Man Now, dog. YTMND, man. I don't think everybody even remembers that. Newgrounds, Homestar Runner. That was me at 20. Yeah. Really fucking cool guy, huh? All that proto-internet culture. 4chan before it was fucking terrible and racist. When it was mostly just about trolling. Oh, yeah. The old days. YouTube in its infancy. When it was just tiny baby YouTube. That was a weird time. LimeWire, yeah. LimeWire. That sure was a thing that happened. Newgrounds games, yeah. Pico and, playing Max Payne on your PS2 and, can you believe that was before PS3 came out? Before the Wii? Before the Wii? Before the PS2? Before the PS3? Before the 360, man? Wow. Thousands of years ago, man. In ancient time. Can we even imagine it? Can we even picture such a place? Oh yeah, man. All these meals. I may as well be a pimp. What's going on with these meals? What kind of meals you got? Xylo. Oh, look at that. That's not helping. Just Spear Sentinel. I don't see what HDN is doing here. I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure what's going on there. All these medals. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if you're looking for meals, well, I have the perfect solution for you, and that is HelloFresh. HDN, sorry, my buddy, you had to go, man. Iceman. Iceman. Behold the unspeakable. I remember the Mr. Cool Ice. You remember Mr. Cool Ice? That's what Iceman reminds me of. That was a meme before there was memes, man. That dude that had those Mr. Cool Ice tattoos all over him. The German guy. Buggyman, remember Buggyman's been out of town for a little while. Poison the cup, very nice. Buggyman, 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 Buggyman. Buggyman, 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 Buggyman. Buggyman, Buggyman, Buggyman. I know you miss your Buggy. He's gone. He went home to visit some friends. He went to his hometown. You think I'm not gonna lose Linvala? That's what she's there for, is to be killed. That's literally her job. Goodbye. We do one of these. We do one of those. And then we do that. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Can't stay away, very nice. Buggyman. Buggyman. Buggyman, 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 Buggyman. Buggyman. Buggyman, 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 Buggyman. That's why we do that. And then we say goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. Yeah, we'll take that. And then we swing. Hey, how you doing there, country fried? It's making me hungry. Oh, it's that sweet music. It sings to me. It's enough to make a man sick. Buggyman. Buggyman. Alright, it's Ascendant Spirit. Scat Cat. It's blood. Oh, Xylobeast, you know that reference? I'm glad you, or is it because I say it all the time? Do you know it because of me, or do you know it because it's what it's actually from? That's the real question I have. Oh, it's that sweet music. It sings to me. That's enough to make a man sick. Oh, you're a big Souls fan? Okay, excellent. Okay, good. What's that smell? It's blood. Alright, let's swing in with everybody there. There we go. Surprise from Mother Nature, you mean the fact that it snowed all over the eastern seaboard? The eastern seaboard? Oh, see, you gotta do that, man. Barbecue ribs and homemade mac and cheese. Working on a Sultai bridge later. Oh, man. Eastern seaboard. How terrible. Damn you, Eastern seaboard. Damn you, Eastern Seaboard. It's blood. It's enough to make a man sick. Alright, so let's do... Yeah, that's right, I'm doing E1M1. E1M1 from Doom. Doom is probably my favorite game of all time. This is a problem. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't. I'm telling you, man. Just be smart, man. Don't go crazy. Alright, there you go. Alright, let's see here. We're having trouble. What state am I now in? A mysterious state. A mysterious state. I have been everywhere, much like Johnny Cash. I'm on the East Coast. That's all I give up of my location. Otherwise, they'll find me. The next move, but you haven't found me. You found the decoy. And now the hunt begins for real. Get rid of all your counters. There you go. You're gonna want that to just come in just like that. There you go. You're gonna gain some life, but I used to live in Michigan, I lived in Florida, I lived in all over the world. I lived in, where else did I live? I lived in Illinois, I lived in Chicago, I lived in Panama, I lived in Spain, I lived in South America, I lived in Central America, I lived in Turkey, I lived all over the place. Lived everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. I've been Reno, I have so many fucking bounce in this deck. Whenever I'm playing anybody, they always get fucking 80 bajillion Fading Hopes. And I can't fucking pull Fading Hope to save my life, man. Military, no. My dad worked for cell phone companies. Oh, you were in Turkey for 2 years? That's awesome, dude. Turkey was a fantastic place before Erdogan ruined it. So my dad worked for he worked for cell phone companies, so he helped set up 3G all over the place. 3G CDMA when it was first rolling out, and 2G, and then 3G CDMA. So they moved him around, and he helped roll that out all over the world. Which was pretty cool, getting the front row seat to that, for the most part. Turkçe bilmiyorum. Görüşürüz. Merhaba. Memnun oldum. Nasılsınız? remember too much. I remember a little bit of Turkish. Teşekkürler. Yes, well, that's how you knew I was a blimp. That's how you knew I was a villain, is because I have a blimp that I rolled around in the world. Tesheftali. Tesheftali? A lot of cars are not going to have working dash electronics. Wow. That's why it was so funny when all the crazy motherfuckers were talking about the 3G, the 5G was going to kill people, and it was depopulation. I'm like, bro, it's just a spectrum of wireless. Like, y'all got some serious, like, we have such a mental health crisis in this country, man. Like, seriously, man. Like, the mental health issue is really, really bad if y'all think that's a spectrum of wireless is here to kill you, man. Oh, that was a little bit after I was there. That was a little bit after I was there, Clever. Invoke Despair, Sacrifice, there you go. It's depopulation, it's 5G wireless, da-da-da-da-da. Bro, it's just faster wireless, man. Conspiracy theories have gotten worse and worse, bro. Like, seriously, they just... I feel like you could pretty much just make anything and just tell people, and they'll pretty much just run with it. Well, yeah, I mean, everything gives off radiation. The sun gives off radiation. You know, that's what people don't... And that's what people are like, oh, why do we need to learn science in school? That's why you need to learn science in schools. You know, bananas. Did you know bananas give off antimatter? They just don't give enough antimatter to hurt you because they're bananas. The birds aren't real people, and that's the funny thing. There's a thing called bir iki dosh something bash. Bash is 5. I know that. Bash is 5. Bir iki is 2. Yeah, bananas are radioactive because they have potassium in them, and since they're radioactive, they occasionally shed out a little bit of antimatter, which is funny. They shoot out a little bit of a tiny little nanoparticle of antimatter, which is hilarious. Yeah, but yeah, unless you're sleeping on top of a 5G wireless thing, you're gonna be fine. But if you're I mean, power lines, don't sleep under power lines either. That's bad for you too. High tension power lines are bad for you, you know. Sacrifice creature's gonna be that guy. You spend too much time in the sun, too much radiation, you're gonna get cancer. I mean, yeah, if you're sleeping under power lines, to me, it's always funny because I always see the people that would be like, they'll be like, vaccines, no way am I putting that in my body. And then they're like, what's that? You got fucking meth? I'll take that. Yeah, that's great. I love meth. And it's like, bro, come on. Really, dude? That's where we're at right now. That's what's up. That's what's hot. That's going down the street. That's what's good. Yeah, that's what we're about. they'll be like, bro, I was rolling on so much Molly the other night, man. Oh, this dude showed up with this fucking crazy Spriggle Spurgos. He rolled up with those Neon Amogus, and I was blasting my brains out with that Molly, bro. And they're like, oh, cool, yeah, that's great. Anyway, I gotta go get my fucking other shot. And they're like, oh, you don't want to get that, man. It's dangerous. I'm like, bro, you got a fucking Among Us themed MDMA from somebody in a club last night. You have no fucking clue what was in it. Oh, yeah. I'm guessing you were Army, country friend? Yeah. They inject you with whatever they want in the fucking Army. I had my best friend was in the Army. He was Rangers. He's like, yeah, they just fucking tell you, hey, go, oh, USAF. They're just like, hey, everybody line up and go to the fucking med bay. And they're just like, what are you doing? They're like, fucking, we didn't tell you to ask questions. Take this needle in your neck. Like, you don't... Oh, very cool. 10 deployments. My grandfather was Air Force. My paternal grandfather was Air Force. Attached to U.S. Southern Command out of... attached to U.S. Southern Command out of Panama, Albrook. And that was like in the 50s and 60s. And I had a lot of his original stuff. I even had a pair of his original Ray-Ban aviators that were literally Ray-Ban aviators. And then somebody stole them. Oh no, this is not alchemy. He was a flying sergeant. He was not a pilot, but he was rated to fly because he was a master mechanic. And he retired with captain rank. So at retirement, they promoted him to captain, and yeah, flying crew chief. Yeah. So because he didn't fly combat, but he was fully in charge of of everything that was going on in the aircraft. You know, they promoted him to captain because he was essentially acting captain because he was like senior. What is it? Senior airman? Whatever. I don't know what his rank was for a long time, and then he retired as captain. Which was nice. All right. Do I want to hold on to that saw it coming, or do I want to put this down? Let me do this. Damn. He's got nothing but whatchamacallits there. Poof. March of Wretched Sorrows. He's got a lot of warlocks in his hand, I'll tell you that much. And my maternal grandfather was on a destroyer in World War II. But that was to the end of the war, because he was young. He was 18. But yeah, he was like 20 years in Air Force. Which was pretty nice. I want to hold on. I mean, I think he's got absolute bangers coming, man. So I'm going to hold on to those. I mean, he's got such a load in his freaking... he's got such a fucking load to bust right there in his hand. He's just going to bust the load all over the place here. So we got a Negate and a Saw coming. Ready to go here. It's the only Jarhead that was 50 cal qualified. Shadow's Verdict. See? Yeah, we don't want that. That's no good. No, that's no good. Yeah, we don't want that. So let's Fighting Love here. I'm gonna hold on to the other one. Let's do that. Yeah, my other buddy who was in the army said he was like had to fire off all the ammunition at the end of whatever, I don't know. I guess you have to fire off the ammunition, otherwise you have to log it off as something else or something. I don't know. And the dude asked him. He was like, "Hey," he was a mechanic too. He was motor pool mechanic. He's like, "Hey, you want to fire off this ammunition?" He's like, "Yeah, awesome." And he did it, and he was like, "That fucking sucked on my hands. That was not fun, and it was loud and unpleasant." Both. There you go. That's how you do that. Arena question, though. For limited spend player me, either the pre-release packs worth buying. So, good question. So, with the pre-release packs, you're getting $1 a pack. Alright? Now, what I do is... what's up, Danking Around? That's a new person there. Danking Around. Orthoduck, how you doing? Vectros, claim prize. I would... So, if you have $50 to spend, it is worth it. I buy them because I make content out of them now. I also save up my goals, as you can see here. I'm going to end up probably opening 100 packs. What I would recommend buying first, if you haven't bought the beginner pack, that's a good spend. That's the $20 beginner pack. That's not bad. And I would also recommend buying the $15 bonus pack that comes with the cosmetic, the cosmetic guy that I use, this guy, the one-time thing. So the 2 one-time things are decent. This gives you 50 packs, so this is as cheap as they get. And then you get 2 Elspeth Resplendent. It depends on how much you're playing, man. It depends on how much time you're going to put into it. Like I said, I am probably going to earn 50, and I'm probably going to pop 50 from here. But then again, these packs were paid for with sponsorship money, so because basically the money I make from the channel just goes back into the channel. I'm not fucking buying Teslas over here. So it really is kind of on... The Darkness says no. I mean, it really depends. If there's an absolute deck that you want to play, like you're like, oh, these cards, I gotta get them. Maybe, but it is the cheapest way to get new packs because it is $1 a pack, which is the cheapest way. So that all being said, yeah, I barely spend money on this, man. For a long time, I was free to play. Oh, I go first. That's really kind of a shitty hand there. So I wait on the Mastery Award. I never get the other one because I don't care about draft tokens. And I wait on the Mastery Pass to see how it's going to play out and to make sure that I do the math on the Mastery. That's my opinion, though. So I never get both of them because I don't really like to do the Mastery right away. But Rogue is right. The Battle Pass, definitely, if you're going to fill the Battle Pass is really a great option. People kind of crap on the Battle Pass a lot, but it is really good. And I usually wait till if you look at my channel, there is a review of the Battle Pass every season. And I will tell you what the break even is and how long it will take you to get there. So you know, you can wait for that. And you can buy the Battle Pass or the Mastery Pass whenever you want, and you'll get those levels that you get. So it generally is worth it. The break-even point does move around a little bit, so it's not always set in stone. Icebreaker. Oh, is giving to probably a Caesar. Look at that. Look at all that. Look at all that niceness. Look at all that gooey niceness there. Environmental Sciences. Okay, he's gonna get that. Icebreaker. Oh, Thermal Alchemist. Okay, he's gonna thermo it up. Let's put down... Let's Fighting Love here. Let's gain 6. And we're probably going to have to do Linvala the shield gate because he's going to want to kill everybody here. So it is... There's a few ways to work the economy. The main thing, the number one thing I would say, don't buy cosmetics. Cosmetics are useless. Don't buy them. You just don't need to. Especially with free-to-play stuff. 2 away from the sub-goal, then we'll raise the sub-goal. That's how it works. That's how it works, guys. The reward for sub-goals is more sub-goals. Okay, so I buy those on whatchamacallit, on discount for gold. Or I've won them in certain whatchamacallits. Certain victory type things. Alright, so let's do Hallowed Respite on this guy. Alright. Hey, let's go. Alright, let's hit that guy. I don't really care about Chandra. Let's just do this 13 points of damage. Thermal Alchemist, Grabango. Oof. There you go. You're at 3 life. So if he's going to try to run something, I have Assault coming and a Negate locked and loaded here to knock out whatever he's got. And that'll probably make him quit. That'll make him hurt right there. That'll let him down, and that'll make him hurt. Because he's going to wear this Crown of Thorns. Oh yeah, he's gonna give up, dude. He's going to be such a sad boy. He's trying to hit Invoke Calamity. Yeah, I knew that was going to. You make me feel like I've been locked out of heaven for too long. Yeah, I'm locking you out of heaven. Get it? You get it, guys? Doing heaven locks because it's angels that are denying you. Angel denial. Angel Fire. Guys, did you ever make a page on Angel Fire when you were 13? I know you did, Xylobeast. No, that's right, Xylobeast. You're too young. If you had been around, you would have made one. Xylobeast, I'm trying to think about what cringy thing you did. You had a cringy Tumblr page, didn't you, Xylobeast? That's what my money's on. GeoCities, there you go. Did you have a cringy Tumblr page? Come on, just come out and say it. If you did, it's no shame, okay? I had a cringy Angel Fire. It's fine. You know what I mean? It's okay. We had cringy everything back then. Everything was cringe. Oh, you still do? Okay. What's my opinion about the nuke deck with the treasure you made? I mean, I made it, so I think it's fantastic, and that everybody should play it. Yeah, that goes back in the trash can, dude. We don't like them types around here. But we also need a mana. Seizure-inducing MySpace. Transferred to Twitter. Okay. The nuke deck, I like it. I mean, it's janky. But, I mean, I'm not mad about it. For real, though. Like, I like it. I think it's positive. I think it's a good deck. I think it probably needs a little bit more refinement, and then we're getting somewhere with it. But, all in all, I think it's fairly solid. No, Xylo was not old enough for MySpace. You got to be 30 to have had a MySpace. You know how long ago MySpace? 2008 was like when MySpace went down, man. Oh my god, dude. This is... Ugh. God. Let's just do that. Enter's tapped. I'm so tired of these enchantment decks, bro. So fucking tired of these lockout enchantment decks. Yeah, but nobody was really using MySpace. Like, Glacial Floodplain. Okay. End turn. A Strict Proctor is not a bad idea, actually. It's not an angel, but it's a cleric, which is good. But I've already lost this one just on the mere fact that he doubled down there. 2008 was 4 years ago. It sure was, man. It was just yesterday that it was 2008. It was just a short while ago, man. It was just... We could just reach out and touch it, couldn't we? We could just reach out and touch it, couldn't we? It's right there in the glimpse of our eye. It's right there. Can you see it? And that's fantastic. That's a little bit more mana for me right there. 33% chance of a mana. I'm going to draw one. No problems there. I like the Nuke Treasure deck, though. Sometimes you got to turn your brain off and go mono red. You know what I mean? Your kid was born in 2008. Yikes. Yikes, bro. I feel my bones creak when you say that. Cave of the Frost Dragon, fantastic. It's really great that I've drawn nothing but mana for 5 turns in a row. That's really, really great, guys. Really fantastic. Really, really positive stuff there. I mean, the thing is I don't... Okay, so don't go off about what you see me playing personally, because that's a bad litmus test to go by. Part of what I do here is I not only make decks that I enjoy, but I'm also making entertainment. And my red decks are not popular, even though I like to spring them in every now and again. So kind of what I have to do is intersperse them with other things. So just because I'm not playing red decks constantly doesn't mean that I don't enjoy red and that I don't believe in it. It just means that I also want to announce to everybody that I am going to be doing a Dungeons & Dragons game. Well, I shouldn't say Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder. If anybody's interested in playing Pathfinder, probably for about 2 hours a night, and it's going to be part of... this is J-Villain MTG. I'm going to start a J-Villain RPG. And that's going to be a thing going forward. It's probably not going to start for a while. But I do need some players who are going to kind of take it seriously. We are looking for, my buddy is, my old D&D buddy is running it, and he doesn't really like, he's not really about the fuck arounds. Do you know what I mean? The fuck arounds. Like, if you come in when you're the game and like you're like, my guy's Flat Fart McGee and he's a fucking bard. Yeah, like he's gonna be like, no, thank you, dude. Like, we're trying to do this. We're trying to do it right. Oh, another exile, another mono white exile, guys. Let's do that. So we have that foretold. So we'll just wait till later. So, but I'm going to post some stuff about it. We're probably not going to start till May. Even so, I'm probably not going to post any videos until June or anything like that. But Pathfinder players, that's what we're looking for. Alright, so he's going to probably come out with some crazy exile. Yeah, you don't get that, dude. Sorry. Hey, no problem, man. Enjoy. Thank you for coming, man. Okay, Valkyrie Harbinger, which is going to be my savior right here. Colossal Titan. What were the recording schedule could be? Well, we'll figure that out. We're probably only going to play once a week. And we're going to be using World Engine. No, what the fuck is it called? God, what's the name of that thing? My buddy bought a program. It's called Letterbox. No, that's not right. No, not World Anvil. It's actual game. It's actual thing to run the whole game. It's like to view it. It's like you look at it. He's going to share his screen, and everybody, everyone logs in, and yeah, virtual tabletop. Yeah, I don't know which one it is though, but it's called kind of like Roll20. Yeah. It's going to be more like what's it going to be more like? Oh God, he told me the name of it. And we're going to be running Pathfinder. I don't know if we're doing first or second edition. We're going to be doing a module. It's going to be an actual Paizo module. It's not going to be homebrew. Fuck, I'm one short on that. Shit. Okay. Let's do that. It's not Tailspire. He told me the name of it. I will figure it out. I don't know the schedule yet. We don't. It's not going to start till probably May. Maybe not even till June or something like that. Don't stress too much. We're going to figure out. It's not starting next week or something like that. But it isn't. It's going to be an ongoing project. He wants to help me with it. It's something that I've been trying to do for a while. It's something that he's wanted to do for a while. So it's something we're going to do. We're going to do it. Fantasy Grounds, I don't know. Really couldn't tell you what it is. He told me what it was and I completely forgot, so I'll get you more info. I think he's cooked here. Are you cooked, dude? Are you cooked yet, my dude? You're pretty cooked, my guy, right? This guy's pretty cooked, right? Hey, Zodium. We'll see you later, man. I think Calabi's pretty cooked. I think Calabi is pretty cooked here. I think they are pretty cooked. She is pretty cooked. Cook 'em, Dano. I'm JV. Yeah, this dude is now he's just seething. I have a negate, so he can't even hit any kind of removal. The darkness, those are called light cards, okay? There are cards that are light and there are cards that are heavy. For example, Goldspan Dragon is a light card, floats to the top. Fading Hope, very light card. You're probably going to end up with 3 or 4 of those in your hand every time. Heavy cards, let's see. What's a good heavy card? Meathook Massacre, you're rarely ever going to get that in your hand. You could have 10 Meathook Massacres, you're never going to get that. That's a heavy card. No, he's just mad, dude. He's just mad. He's just in his feelings. But mono white always win. Oh, mono white win forever. Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sometimes mono white doesn't win, my dude. Sometimes it gets destroyed by angels. Yes. We're only 200 subs away from 6,000, guys. Considering we just hit 5,000, I would say that's pretty good. Alright guys, we're going to end it right there tonight. I think we got a pretty good slice of life right there. Aside from me getting mana screwed a few times. Fairly effective deck overall, I would have to say. I'm happy with it. And part of the reason I want to do it is because this deck, by the way guys, this deck is one to watch getting modified for New Capenna. Angels, kind of like this. Esper Angels is going to be big. It's going to be big. Fastest growing Magic the Gathering YouTube channel. Yep. This is fairly stock standard. I did not add very much from... I don't think I added anything from Kamigawa in it. But I kind of wanted to review my options going into... I kind of want to review my options going into Capenna. Because I kind of want to see the cream of the crop there. So... And I also wanted to play an Azorius Flyers because I love Azorius Flyers and they really don't get enough support. So we're gonna see how powerful we can get this in the future. And until next time, guys, I've been J Villain and you've been great. Bye bye.